The second video we're going to look at this week is area. We're going to talk about area word problems. And so let's talk about the formulas for different types of area that you're going to need this week. We're not going to deal with circles this week right now. I'm not positive that this curriculum even goes into circles. We do need to know the area of a square or a rectangle. I always do area equals base times height. Some will say length times width. The reason I don't say base times height is because when we get to an area of a triangle, the reason I don't think length times width is because when we get to the area of a triangle, it tells us base times height. And so I always just do base times height. Obviously base, if that was straight, base times height. All right, for an area of a triangle, we do base times height divided by 2. What I need you to remember about a triangle, so here's a triangle, this right angle indicates the height. So in this one, this is your height, this is your base. If I have an obtuse triangle like this would be my base, but you're going to be given some sort of dotted line with a right angle, and that right angle is your height. All right, it may not always be one of the legs, it may be given to you separately. Since all of these are word problems, they're pretty much always just going to tell you what's what, and you have to figure it out. All right, here are 2 examples. The first one says, find the area of a square with sides 3 meters long. Now, if you need to, draw a picture. Area of a square with sides 3 meters long. If it's a square, that means all sides are equal. So our base would be 3. Our height would be 3, or length times width, and the area is 9. Now, since this is a 2-dimensional shape, perimeter, it is a 2-dimensional shape, but we're measuring if perimeter is just the edges. That's a 1-dimensional idea. However, the area is the inside, so it is a 2-dimensional idea, which means our area is going to be 2 meters squared when it's a area and it's 2-dimensional. Then you're going to put a squared. So 9 meters squared is going to be the area. Number 2 says find the area of a triangle with a height of 20 feet and a base of 25 feet. Remember, area of a triangle is base times height. That's a oh, lordy lord. Base times height divided by 2. Some textbooks, and if you go to take an college entrance exam or something like that where they give you the equations, it might, or the formulas, it might look like this. 1/2 base times height. 1/2 is the same thing as divided by 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the base of 25 times the height of 20 and divide that by 2. And because I have my calculator sitting right here, 25 times 20 is 500. 500 divided by 2 is 100. And because it is an area, it is going to be feet squared. 100 squared feet, I think, is technically how you would say that if you were dealing with that. Now this one is a little bit backwards in that we're given the area, we're given the base, and we have to find the height. So the area of a triangle is 108. If the base is 9 inches, what is the height? So I'm going to just draw a picture here. So let me see. Here's my triangle. I know my total area is 108. The base is 9. This is what I'm looking for. Now, our formula is area equals base times height divided by 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the information I'm given. The area is given as 108. The base is 9. Now I'm going to work this backwards. So if I'm going to work backwards, instead of dividing by 2 here, I'm going to multiply the 108 times 2. So then I have 2. I don't know why I used a calculator to do that, but I did. 9 times h. If I'm going to work backwards, instead of multiplying by 9, I'm going to divide by 9. and I get 24 inches. Now, this is talking about a length here. That's a one-dimensional idea, so it's just inches. All right, so sometimes you're going to have to write a formula down and sort of work backwards and think about it. Let's look at one more. All right, there's a lot going on here. Let's read it together first. The floor needs to be retiled. If the measurement of the room is 22 feet by 18 feet, what is the area of the floor? If tile is $12 per square foot, how much will it cost to retile the floor? So because I'm visual, here's my room. It is going to be 18 feet by 22 feet. So the area is base times height, 22 times 18, 22 times 18. That means the area equals 396 square feet. Because it's area, it's squared. Now, that squared thing doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot, but it says this. If the tile is $12 per square foot, and again, the reason it's telling us square foot is because we are dealing with a two-dimensional measurement here. So I need to cover 396 square feet. If the tile is $12 per square foot, how much will it cost to retile the floor? So I'm just going to take the amount of square feet, which is 396, multiply that by the $12, and I end up with $4,752. So my two answers here, there's my area, there's my cost. All right, just remember area of a square, rectangle, base times height, area of a triangle, base times height divided by 2. If you have to work backwards, I would start by filling in my equation and just solving it backwards. Okay, you guys have an online thing linked where this video was, and go for it.